While everyone remembers Walk This Way, the real revolution happened in the underground. 15 tracks that changed hip-hop forever before MTV made it mainstream. Tracks so influential that every rapper since owes them something. We had to dig deep to bring these back. Number 1, the Kurtis Blow, The Breaks.
Well, these are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up!
September 1980, Mercury Records took a massive risk. They signed a rapper to a major label contract. Not a novelty act, not a one-off single, a real artist, Kurtis Blow. The Breaks peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. But that chart position missed the real story. This track proved to corporate America that hip-hop was not just street culture. It was sellable, it was profitable, it was the future. Moved to production was orchestral funk with live musicians backing the rap. It was not crude, it was not experimental, it was professional. And it worked. Every rapper who got signed to a major label after this owes Kurtis Blow a debt. He opened the door, he convinced Mercury Records that this was not a fad. Number 2, Grandmaster Flash, On Wheels of Steel.
Cut faster! Grandmaster! Grandmaster! Cut faster!
August 1981. No rappers, no vocals, no drums, just turntables. Just scratching. This was pure DJ performance recorded as the main event. Before this moment, DJs were accompanists, background performers. After Wheels of Steel, they were stars. Grandmaster Flash recorded this on multi-track tape. Pure turntable manipulation. The scratching, the breaks, the transitions were the entire musical composition. This changed what hip-hop could be. It proved the DJ was not just supporting the MC. The DJ was the MC. The DJ was the entire show. Every turntablist competition from the 1990s to today traces back to this moment. Flash proved you could build an entire track from technique alone, no backup singers, no producers, just skill. Number 3, Grandmaster Flash and Melle, The Message.
It's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night, can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight.
August 13th, 1982. This was the moment hip-hop stopped being party music. This was the moment it became protest music. The Message peaked at number 4 on the Hot 100, but again, the chart position was secondary to the cultural earthquake. This track did something no hip-hop song had done before. It took the streets seriously. Melle rapped about suffering, about struggle, about the broken systems that trapped people in neighborhoods, about police, about poverty. He did not rap about partying. He rapped about reality, and mainstream radio played it. 26 consecutive weeks on the charts because people needed to hear this voice. Rakim heard this, Public Enemy heard this, Boogie Down Productions heard this. They all thought, if consciousness can chart, if social commentary can sell, then we can push further. The Message was not the end of hip-hop innocence, it was the beginning of hip-hop responsibility. Number 4, Afrika Bambaataa and the Soulsonic Force, Planet Rock.
And don't stop. Do it to the planet rock.
June 1982, same month, different track, different revolution. Afrika Bambaataa sampled Kraftwerk, the German synthesizer pioneers. He took their Trans-Europe Express and turned it into a Bronx anthem. This was the moment electronic music and hip-hop fused permanently. Before Planet Rock, hip-hop was turntables and live bands. After Planet Rock, hip-hop was synthesizers. The track peaked at number 48 on the mainstream charts, but on the rap charts, it dominated. And more importantly, it changed production forever. Every electronic beat in hip-hop owes lineage to this moment. Herbie Hancock heard this, he made Rocket the next year. Run-DMC built their entire sound on this electronic foundation. Missy Elliott sampled the futuristic aesthetic. Planet Rock was not just a track, it was a production revolution disguised as a 4-minute song. Number 5, Run-DMC, Sucker MCS.
That's the life that I lead, and you sucker MC, so take that and move back.
March 15th, 1983. Run-DMC's first single, no chart entry on the mainstream Hot 100. But on the rap charts, they hit number 2 immediately. And this track established the template for competitive hip-hop that still dominates today. Simple concept. Devastating execution. The word sucker became hip-hop's most effective insult. The concept was straightforward. Run and DMC spent 4 minutes calling everyone else inferior. No self-doubt, no complexity, just pure confidence and better rhyming than their competition. Every battle rapper since has borrowed from this formula. Every diss track follows this blueprint. 40 years later, rappers are still defending themselves from sucker MCs. Drake uses this template, Kendrick uses this template. Every rapper who needs to assert superiority is working from the blueprint Run-DMC established with one track. Number 6, Grandmaster Flash and Melle with the Furious 5, White Lines.
Ticket to ride, White Line Highway. Tell all your friends they can go my way. Pay your toll, sell your soul.
July 1983. This track became number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 2 in the United Kingdom, international phenomenon. But the real power was in the message. This was hip-hop's first major statement about the cocaine epidemic destroying urban communities. The track was catchy, infectious, undeniable, but underneath the groove was a warning. Melle rapped about the cocaine epidemic. He made it undeniable. 41 years later, this track remains relevant. Crack epidemic, opioid crisis, fentanyl catastrophe. Every drug-related hip-hop narrative since traces back to White Lines. The song literally warned America about problems that would destroy communities for decades, and radio played it because the groove was too good to ignore. The liquid bass line alone appears in hundreds of subsequent hip-hop tracks, but the innovation was bigger than the sample. Hip-hop proved it could be socially conscious and commercially successful simultaneously. It did not have to choose. White Lines proved the formula worked. Number 7, Run-DMC, Rockbox.
Where the ass can be and not for sale. Always fucking fresh, could never be stale.
May 1984, Jam Master Jay did something radical. He put a guitar as the lead instrument in a hip-hop track. Not a sample, not a background element, the main hook. Rockbox peaked at number 52 on the mainstream charts. In the rap charts, it went number 1. More importantly, it opened rock radio to hip-hop. This single track changed radio programming nationwide. Before Rockbox, rock radio would not touch hip-hop. After Rockbox, rock stations could not ignore hip-hop. 2 years later, Run-DMC and Aerosmith made Walk This Way. But Rockbox established the principle first. Rock radio is where hip-hop belongs. Queen's Trio forced their way into rock radio with sheer musical conviction. The guitar solo, the production quality, the artistic ambition, they were not asking permission. They were demanding space, and they got it. Every rock-rap collaboration since follows the blueprint Rockbox created. Number 8, Run-DMC, King of Rock.
Blocks and blocks for every living person. Where a verbal tree is beating DMC. Jay, where's the beat?
April 1985. Run-DMC did not ask hip-hop if it could claim superiority. They declared it. They announced themselves as the kings, not the princes, not the pretenders, the actual kings. The track peaked at number 25 on the Hot 100, number 1 on the rap charts. The genius was not complicated. Take a strong beat, repeat the hook, back it up with confidence. This formula dominated. They were not being arrogant, they were being factual. They were the biggest group in hip-hop. King of Rock was not a boast. It was a fact stated as a groove. Every region, every era, every rapper claiming territory in hip-hop followed this template. Because it worked, Run-DMC declared themselves supreme and made it stick. That is confidence as artistic statement. Number 9, Boogie Down Productions, South Bronx.
South Bronx, South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx, the South.
August 1986, KRS-One entered hip-hop with a mission: defend the Bronx, establish consciousness is essential, make hip-hop philosophical. South Bronx did not chart on the mainstream Billboard Hot 100. It charted at number 10 on the rap charts. But its cultural impact reached far beyond the charts. KRS-One and Scott La Rock created a track with minimal production, spare arrangement, raw delivery. The focus was lyrics. The focus was message. The focus was defending Bronx territory while establishing consciousness as hip-hop necessity. Before Boogie Down Productions, rappers could avoid responsibility. After KRS-One arrived, they could not. Gazayed heard this. Mobb Deep heard this. Every conscious rapper since heard this. KRS-One did not just defend the Bronx. He established philosophy as hip-hop legitimacy marker. He made consciousness non-optional. He made the MC into a teacher. Number 10, MC Shan, The Bridge. Summer 1986, same season as South Bronx. MC Shan released The Bridge, a celebration of Queens Bridge, a counterclaim to Bronx dominance. This track never charted mainstream. It hit number 8 on the rap charts. But it started the most enduring geographical conflict in hip-hop history, Bronx versus Queensbridge. This rivalry shaped everything that came after. The battle between the boroughs, that is what hip-hop historians call it. But really, it was Bronx versus Queens for hip-hop supremacy. And from this rivalry came Nas, came Mobb Deep, came the Queensbridge dynasty. MC Shan started this conversation with one track. 40 years later, Queensbridge is synonymous with hip-hop excellence. But MC Shan started this. He said our neighborhood matters, our story matters, our pride matters, and he backed it up with a track that refused to be ignored. Number 11, Run-DMC, My Adidas Walk.
Standing here shooting the gift. Me and D and my Adidas standing on 2/5. My Adidas.
June 1986, Run-DMC rapped about their sneakers. This sounds simple, it was revolutionary. This track started a conversation with Adidas. This conversation became an official partnership. This partnership changed how corporations viewed hip-hop. Suddenly, hip-hop artists were not just performers, they were marketing gold. This track did not look that important at the time. Number 57 on the mainstream charts. But this one song proved hip-hop was a consumer force, that if Adidas wanted credibility with young people, they needed hip-hop. Run-DMC made Adidas cool. Adidas made Run-DMC bigger. Kanye West built a sneaker empire based on this model. Drake signed to major deals based on this precedent. Every hip-hop artist with a fashion line traces back to Run-DMC, convincing the business world that hip-hop artist plus brand = billions of dollars. My Adidas Walk was not a love song about sneakers. It was the announcement of hip-hop's commercial future. Number 12, Eric B. and Rakim, Reckless.
Kill like De Niro, black Ambino, die like a hero, living on shaky ground, too close.
July 1987. Two things happened. Eric B. created productions so sophisticated it sounded like jazz arrangements, and Rakim delivered lyrics so technically complex that they reset what rappers could accomplish. Reckless peaked at number 33 on the mainstream charts, number 1 on the rap charts, but those numbers miss what this track actually did. Rakim introduced internal rhyme schemes that made previous rappers look like beginners. Multisyllabic wordplay, conceptual sophistication, philosophical depth. In one song, Rakim changed what rappers were supposed to sound like. In one song, Eric B. changed what hip-hop production was supposed to sound like. Jay-Z consistently credits Rakim as his primary influence. Nas built Illmatic on the foundation Rakim established. Kendrick Lamar uses Rakim's internal rhyme structures. 37 years later, rappers are still trying to match what Rakim did casually on Reckless. This track set a bar so high, it still defines hip-hop excellence. Number 13, Rakim, I Ain't No Joke.
Fighting it'll make you choke, you can't provoke, you can't cope, you should have broke because I ain't no joke.
1987. Rakim released I Ain't No Joke. The title is also the threat. Do not underestimate what I am about to do. And what he did was construct an internal rhyme labyrinth that still confuses rappers. The song never charted on the mainstream Billboard Hot 100, but on the rap charts it peaked at number 6. This is a purely underground track. No mainstream chart entry. But every serious hip-hop head knows I Ain't No Joke by heart. This is the track that separates casual rappers from technical virtuosos. The repeated hook allows Rakim to construct different internal rhyme patterns around the exact same words. Each repetition is different. Each line demonstrates a different skill. This track is proof that underground does not mean less influential. This underground track changed what rappers thought they could achieve lyrically. Every MC attempting internal rhyme complexity owes debt to I Ain't No Joke. The track is a technical demonstration. It is hip-hop as pure skill. Number 14, Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full.
See if I got pulled, hit the studio, cause I'm paid in full.
July 1987, Eric B. and Rakim released their album also titled Paid in Full. The title track became the statement piece. Peak position number 48 on the Hot 100, number 1 on the rap charts. But this was the arrival moment for hip-hop sophistication, the announcement that hip-hop had matured into an art form. Eric B. layered samples with such precision they sounded like orchestral arrangements. Rakim rapped about success with poetic sophistication. Together they created a blueprint that every major hip-hop artist has followed. The formula is sophisticated production plus exceptional lyricism equals hip-hop legitimacy. Jay-Z built his entire career on this formula. Nas made Illmatic using this blueprint. Kanye West based his production philosophy on Eric B.'s sophisticated approach. 37 years later, this track still defines what hip-hop excellence sounds like. Paid in Full was not the ending of hip-hop development. It was the moment hip-hop officially grew up. Number 15, Public Enemy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
All the critics you can hang on my hold the rope, but they hope to the Pope and pray it ain't dope. The follow-up.
June 28, 1988. Public Enemy released their debut album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. The album title became the opening statement. The album peaked at number 98 on the Billboard 200, number 1 on the rap albums chart. This peak position was deceptive. This album changed hip-hop permanently. The Bomb Squad created a production philosophy called maximalism, layers of samples, overwhelming sonic density, noise as instrument, political anger translated into audio aggression. Chuck D rapped about systemic racism, about police violence, about black power, about revolution. Nothing was disguised, nothing was compromised. This was hip-hop as weapon. Public Enemy proved hip-hop could be politically radical and commercially released by a major label simultaneously. It did not have to compromise, it did not have to apologize, it could speak truth and still be professional. This album gave permission to every conscious rapper that came after. Kendrick Lamar's Damn owes conceptual debt to Public Enemy. Every conscious rapper owes debt to Public Enemy. They said hip-hop did not have to choose between artistry and politics, between cultural relevance and commercial viability. Hip-hop could do everything simultaneously. It takes a nation of millions, prove that. 15 tracks, 15 moments. Each one changed hip-hop. Each one proved that underground does not mean unimportant. It means pure, it means authentic, it means necessary. These 15 tracks built the foundation that every rapper since has been standing on. These are the underground classics that became the cultural monuments. These are the tracks that changed everything. If you love hip-hop, you owe it to yourself to know these tracks. If you are a student of hip-hop history, you need to understand these moments. If you are a rapper, you need to stand on the shoulders of these giants. These are the underground tracks that built the culture. These are the tracks that changed everything. Underground does not mean forgotten. It means we have to remember. It means we have to preserve. It means we have to pass these moments on to the next generation. That is why these tracks matter. That is why Hip Hop Legends Archives exists. To make sure the culture is never forgotten.